Back to the League Cup for Manchester United, Tuesday night away at Swansea City. Really got to be looking to get back to winning ways after that horrendous performance and result against Huddersfield in the last encounter. That was Premier League, but this gives Manchester United a chance to maybe rotate their squad a little bit and hopefully try a few different players maybe and just try something fresh. It's a different competition, a competition I still want Manchester United to win. And Jose Mourinho did play it down a couple of weeks ago, saying that it wasn't top of Manchester United priority. Yes, it's not the top priority for Manchester United, but Jose Mourinho will want to go out there and win this competition, so don't listen to any of that horseshit. He's on the verge of becoming the most successful manager in this competition's history. If he wins it again, he's got 4 titles of this competition, will overtake Sir Alex Ferguson with 5 if he does win it, so he really will want to go out and get that record. You know he damn well will. But what changes Jose Mourinho goes for? There are reports that obviously David Gea, Juan Mata and Romelu Lukaku are not going to be put in the squad for this game. So could they potentially be on the bench? Yes, I would expect them to potentially be on the bench. Now, what sort of defence and everything is he going to go for? Well, there's talk that Rojo might be back for this game. So Rojo will probably be then at centre half. He may well go for Lindelof or Smalling. I'm not too sure. Lindelof has performed pretty poorly at times for Manchester United. Not always looked up to his best pre-season and that mistake against Huddersfield. But he's brought him in for big money. He's got to be confident in him that his ability will eventually show through. Now, the right back and the left back position, I would go for Luke Shaw on the left back position and Tuanzebe at right back. Tuanzebe played a bit at right back last season for Jose Mourinho, and he does need game time, definitely. We've got to rotate this squad. We can't be not rotating at some point. Okay, we've got a couple of, hopefully, Champions League group stage dead rubber games coming up if we win against Benfica, so that would then give us a chance to rotate as well, but we do need to rotate a bit, so we do not want to pick up any more injuries. Now, I would probably go for Michael Carrick and Scott McTominay in midfield, but I don't think Jose Mourinho would be brave enough to do that. There's reports that Michael Carrick will be back along with Rojo for this game, but it's whether he wants to start Rojo as well in this one, as well as Michael Carrick. Rojo's been out a long while, so I don't think he will start Rojo, but I would go for Rojo, as I said, and Smalling maybe, or Lindelof in the centre. So Scott McTominay and Michael Carrick in midfield. Then maybe Jesse Lingard at number 10, maybe. Then it's a toss-up what he's going to go for in the 3 forward positions. I mean, he could go for Jesse Lingard out one side, Martial out the other. Then he could go for Mkhitaryan in the number 10, and Marcus Rashford will be the striker for sure in this one. But we are limited in a few options with the fact that we've got a few injured players at the moment. Doesn't look like Fellaini's coming back anytime soon. Then this game certainly, and Paul Pogba either. So Mkhitaryan may well keep his place in this game for this one. He has done in recent weeks, played a lot of football for Manchester United. And hasn't been at his best that he was a few weeks ago. So obviously he come off the bench against Huddersfield, but I would maybe expect that he would probably start the number 10 position. Then it would probably be Lingard, Martial and Rashford up front. I mean, he may choose to rest Martial for this one, but it's got to be Rashford really up front because he's going to rest Romelu Lukaku. I'm hopeful that he will keep them players on the bench just in case we're needed to bring Lukaku on, because this isn't going to be an easy game for Manchester United. Okay, Swansea aren't doing great this season, but Manchester United aren't in great form either. We did beat them comfortably when we played them in the league 4-0, but this is going to be totally different. Manchester United aren't playing as well. Abraham up front will probably be Swansea's biggest threat, considering they got rid of Sigurdsson and Llorente. He scored a couple of goals the other week on loan from Chelsea, so I would presume he would be probably their main threat for Swansea, but they're not in the best of form themselves. So, but Huddersfield weren't either. So I'm hoping that Swansea City will rest a few players themselves, because they're probably going to be more concerned about staying up in the Premier League. They did win this competition a few years ago under Loudram, so I wouldn't expect them to be overly concerned about trying to get through to the next round. Obviously they'd like to, but obviously the chances of them winning the competition are pretty slim anyway. So hopeful that Manchester United can get through. I'm going to put my neck on the line and say Manchester United win this game 2-1. Hopefully we see a similar lineup to that I've got my doubts over the Rojo and Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay being included in the starting lineup, but I do hope to see some of them, and Tuanzebe of course, but I do hope to see some of them players given the opportunity throughout the 90 minutes, and then we will hopefully see them again if Manchester United get through to the next round of this competition. And also, if Manchester United beat Benfica next week, then we will have qualified for the knockout stage of the Champions League, and then we will have 2 games to spare where we could play the likes of Tuanzebe and Scott McTominay in that, because Tuanzebe hasn't got any football so far this season, was out in the last round again against Burton with a back injury, so that was disappointing, but we do need to see a few of these youngsters given an opportunity in the coming weeks, because the games are going to come thick and fast again around Christmas time, and with the injuries we've had, we want to rest a few of the players that we've got in the first team at the moment, and then when the other players come back, we've got a fully fit, hopefully we'll have then a fully fit squad. Anyway, make sure to like the video. Hopefully Manchester United will get through to the next round of the League Cup. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.